Jalen Brunson is the definition of a player who continues to put in the work throughout his career, who was under the radar as a second-round pick in 2018, but has been one of the biggest surprises of his draft class as far as someone succeeding in the second round, and has continued even more so this season to be a crucial part of the Dallas Mavericks' success. So let's talk about him, let's talk about his success, and what he means for the Mavericks now and moving forward, as he is going to be an unrestricted free agent at the end of the season. Jalen Brunson, steady improvements throughout his career has been the name of the game. Year 1 to year 2 wasn't a significant jump, but the last couple of years now he has been extremely impactful, taking leaps forward and being a crucial part to the success of the Dallas Mavericks on a team that ultimately kind of needed another playmaker alongside Luka. They've never really got it, but Brunson's the only guy in this team other than Tim Hardaway Jr. and Luka who can really create any offense. And with many guys being out with injuries and health and safety protocols this year, Brunson stepping up the way he has been crucial. He is now averaging 15 points a game on the year, even more so in games he starts, which we will talk about and show on screen later. But like most guards, the majority of his offense, of course, is coming from the three-point line or from in the paint. But unlike most young guards, he is not someone who relies on that three-point shot. He has a solid mid-range game. He can pull up a bit. He can get some floaters. And he is absurdly good at finishing at the rim for someone that is 6'1". He can get to the rim well. His handle is good. His dribble penetration is good. But his ability to finish at the rim around bigs, in contests, through traffic, you name it, is extremely good for someone at his size. He shoots well above league average. I believe it's 5 or 6 percentage points above league average in and around the rim. This is something you'd like to see from any point guard, but not necessarily someone you expect from someone who's 6'1", but is a big part of Brunson's game and a big part of why he is productive. One of the biggest parts, though, as to why Jalen Brunson has taken such a big step forward in this Dallas Mavericks offense and why he's been so much more impactful this year has been his improvement in playmaking. He has not been someone that has been known to be an amazing playmaker throughout his young career. A fine one, can run an offense for you off the bench if you need, but he's not some high-level, above-average playmaker at the point guard spot in the NBA. But he's starting to show a little bit more flashes of that. I'm not necessarily calling him some elite playmaker, but he has definitely improved in that area this year. He's improved in creating his shot for himself, creating a shot for his others via the handle, via dribble penetration, via passing, kickouts to his bigs, you name it. There's a reason why he is averaging over 7 assists per game in the games he is starting this year. He has improved a lot in that area and is a big benefit to this Mavericks team, on a team that needs more playmaking around Luka. So when you're talking about the Mavericks needing another playmaker, another guy who can play on ball alongside Luka, Brunson is that guy on this team. He's the only guy they really have for that, even though he hasn't really been starting when Luka's been healthy. He's kind of that guy right now. So unless the Mavericks are going to look to trade for someone, Brunson is that guy they have to commit to rely on to do that. And they might have to start thinking about putting him in the starting lineup, or at least do more of what they have been doing this year, which is run more lineups with Luka and Brunson on the court if they do want to run more action with Luka off the ball. But referring to these games that Brunson has started, and specifically the games that Doncic has now been out of the lineup for the last 8 games, the health and safety protocols, Brunson's had to take on the lead. Kristaps Porzingis has still been around for a few of those games, not all of, but Brunson is that guy now at the guard spot. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s had to pick up a bit of the load as well, but Brunson's been that main guy. He's been the main point guard. He's had to lead this offense, and he's, from a scoring standpoint, initiation, playmaking, you name it, he's delivered. The Dallas Mavericks are 4-4 with Luka Doncic out of the lineup. Something you would expect. They have lost to some decent teams, haven't lost to anyone terrible. And I mean, they're under 500 on the year. They're 500 without Luka. Brunson's doing fine to carry the load. His stats, as you will be seeing on screen, and absolutely brilliant during that stretch. Efficiency hasn't been hit too terribly compared to his averages. He hasn't shot great from deep yet on the year, but I do expect that will improve a bit with time. He's never going to be some elite three-point shooter from what we've seen so far, but he still has upside to be fine from three-point line. And ultimately, he is crucial to what this Dallas Mavericks team is doing this season, as well as moving forward. Will Jalen Brunson be a future All-Star? I have my doubts. But that does remain to be seen, and there's no doubt that Jalen Brunson continues to put in improvements year in, year out. If he doesn't start too many games, should be in contention for Sixth Man of the Year, but that remains to be seen. And is someone that definitely is going to get a lot of attention on the free agency market. Jalen Brunson is going to be an unrestricted free agent in the summer. This is his 4th year in the league now, so even though he is a second-round pick, so that's what makes him an unrestricted free agent as opposed to a restricted one. Mitchell Robinson will be in the same boat. And so the ceiling and the utmost production from Jalen Brunson and what we're going to get from him does remain to be seen a bit, whether he's going to continue to develop more from here or not. I mean, he just continues to develop year in, year out, so I don't really have a reason to believe that he won't. But if nothing else, he's going to continue to be crucial to the Dallas Mavericks' success this year, be their next best playmaker and score alongside Luka from the perimeter. And he is going to demand and receive a bag this season, this offseason, in free agency, whether that's Dallas to keep him, that's someone else and he's a point guard. Someone is going to want this guy. He's still got upside, he's young, he's talented. He just continues to improve every year, and that's just something you'd love to see. That being said, that is my thoughts on Jalen Brunson so far this season and his crucial role and impact on the Dallas Mavericks. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.